All right, back with another video, or should I say, second part of this video. And this video was supposed to be the follow-up, the follow-up on the first part of this video, which was about the conversion I did on this Volcano. I took the Red Cat Lightning parts and converted it over onto the Volcano to lower the stance, to make it a little more stable at high speeds, and it did a pretty good job of doing that. So the first part of this video, which you've seen, the video where I ran this Volcano here with the small wheels, and wasn't too bad of a showing. And this video was supposed to be showing what speeds I got out of this Volcano with these anacondas on here. But unfortunately, I got sidetracked and ended up doing something I shouldn't have done. I ended up doing something I shouldn't have done, but it was so much fun. And if you haven't seen that yet, I'll show the clip here.
God!
Okay, so what ended up happening was the truck ran fine, didn't have any issues in the water, running through the water like that. End up later on, got to the house, go turn it back on, check, everything out. And I started smelling something burning. I'm like, what is that? And I kind of felt, I said, well, maybe it's the ESC of the motor. Come to find out, it was the motor. And all of it is waterproof, but what ended up happening was I did flip a hydroplane once, and I flipped. And I guess it caused this cover right here to come off the motor, which, covers the wires that goes into the motor. So it kind of keeps the dust and the water out of it. And it came out. And I didn't know it. So evidently, I was running it in the water like this after that crash, and water got up in there, and so when I turned it back on, I got to the house, it started smelling something like it was burning, and the truck wouldn't go. At least it wouldn't. It wouldn't go, or it would barely go. The wheel would barely turn, and that scent was real strong around the motor area, because I thought it was the ESC, but the ESC's fine. That motor, I think it's shot. I haven't tried it since. I sprayed some WD-40 in there, trying to dry some of that water out of it, knowing I can't save this motor, but I just did it anyway. So I haven't tried it yet since I did that. So but with that being said, I know I'm probably gonna have to go ahead and swap out motors, and right now I don't have a motor for this truck that allow it to take 4S. I have a 1900 kV motor, but that motor is for my Losi. That's for my Losi Tenacity. I'm about to throw that in there. So, and the only other motor I have is a 3900 kV motor, and I can only run a 3S on that motor. Whereas that 1900 kV motor, I can run up to a 6S on it, but I only plan on running 4S on a 1900 kV motor on the Losi. So with that being said, if I have to take this motor out and put the 3900 in there, then it'll be running on 3S. So that kind of cancels out me trying to find out what speeds I would have got with these wheels with this setup. So the next setup will be different, because the motor will be different and probably get different speeds. So I may have to just redo the chute and with that 3900 kV motor, do it on small wheels and these wheels here, just to see what speeds I can get out of it. And who knows, I may go ahead and try to go buy another motor that's big enough to take the 4S. But with that said, guys, I did have a little hiccup after that water escapade. Everything was fine while we was out there, but came back home and noticed that this was loose, just like that, and the motor smelled like something was burning when I turned it on. So that was the negative that came out of that. So, and the title of the video was I ruined the Volcano, Red Cat Volcano. Well, I guess I kind of did, huh? But that's all I had to show you on that. You know, just let you all know what ended up happening when I got home with it, and kind of disappointed I couldn't get a chance to run this truck with the same setup with these wheels to see if I could have got more than 51 miles out of it. Because the small wheels got 51 miles out of it. I think I could have got a few more miles out of this truck and this setup with these wheels, but won't know now. So I guess I have to start it all over again with a new motor. And I still, just an update on the 6S blackout. I am currently putting the drive shaft back in so I can have 4-wheel drive again, because I think I was losing power with the 2-wheel drive. So I am gonna make it 4-wheel drive. I'm gonna put the shaft and everything back in, and I'm gonna run it on some GRPs. Anyway, I'm gonna run them on the GRPs because those dual tracks speed wheels, they was okay, but I think I'm gonna put those either on the other blackout that I have that has the 39, I think that's the 3960 kV motor. But I gotta fix it too, because it had a bent drive shaft, then the drive shaft snapped, and I'm pretty sure with all that being done, I'm gonna have to check the front and rear diffs and make sure ain't nothing damaged inside the diff casing, and so yeah, I got my hands full over here. But this thing right here, it ran real good. So I'll probably, like I said, swap the motor out, get it back up and running, and hopefully I have the 6S blackout up and running, and waiting on a few more parts for the loci, so I can go ahead and put that 1900 kV motor in it. And I'm going with 120 amp ESC, and I'm not going to go with the big gears yet. I'm going to take baby steps. I'm going to take the little baby steps. Start out with the stock gearing and see what I get out of it. Then I'll move on up. So that's what I got lined up here. I also got a boat coming. Oh, I shouldn't have said that, but yes, I bought me a boat. My son, he wouldn't let me enjoy his boat. He didn't want me to take his boat out and send it, so he told me I had to get my own. So I ended up buying my own. So I'm waiting for it to get here as well. So I got a lot going on. I got a lot of projects going on, and so y'all just continue to watch, continue to like, and please subscribe.